All right, let's talk about that one single document that can make or break any creative project. Seriously, it's the difference between a home run and a total disaster. We're talking, of course, about the creative brief.
So let me ask you a question, and be honest. Have you ever poured your heart, your team's time, your budget into a new project, you're all excited, and then you launch it, and it just falls flat? Crickets. You had this amazing vision, but somehow the final product just completely missed the mark.
Oh yeah, you know the pain. It's that feeling of chaos, right? When teams are just misaligned and everyone seems to be running in a different direction. It's the soul-crushing, endless cycle of revisions. And worst of all, it's that sinking feeling you get watching the budget just disappear on work that isn't moving the needle.
But listen, it doesn't have to be like that. There is a simple, powerful tool that acts as the blueprint for success, and it stops all that chaos before it can even start. And that tool is the creative brief. At its heart, it's pretty simple, really. It's just a document that helps you spell out and communicate what you need and what you're trying to achieve. Think of it as the contract, the handshake that gets every single person on the exact same page from the jump. But really, it's so much more than just a document. It becomes the single source of truth for the entire project. It's the North Star for your designers. It's the treasure map for your writers. It's the playbook for your marketers. It literally wipes out confusion and replaces it with crystal clear direction. Okay, so how do we actually build one of these things? The good news is, you don't have to write a novel. It's all about answering a few absolutely critical questions with total clarity. And it all comes down to 4 core pillars. You get these 4 things right, and I'm telling you, your project is already set up for a win. We've got the objective, the audience, the key message, and the deliverables. Let's dig into each one. First up, the objective. And this is probably the most important question you can ask. Why are we even doing this? And I don't mean something vague like to make a cool video. No, we need a real, concrete business goal. Are we trying to boost sales by, say, 15%? Are we aiming for 1,000 new email signups? It has to be specific. It has to be measurable. Next, the audience. Oh man, this one is so important. Who exactly are we trying to have a conversation with? And we have got to go deeper than just simple demographics like, males, 1835. What keeps them up at night? What are their hopes, their fears, their problems? The better you know your audience, the more your creative work is going to hit them right where they live. Okay, number 3, the key message. I want you to think about radical simplicity here. If your audience only remembers one thing, just one single thing from this entire campaign, what does it need to be? This is tough, but it forces you to boil everything down to one powerful, unforgettable idea. And last but not least, the deliverables. This is the nuts and bolts, get it done part of the brief. What are we physically making? Is it a set of Instagram stories, a 30-second video for YouTube, a bunch of banner ads? You have to list every single asset with all the formats, the deadlines, the tech specs. No wiggle room, no ambiguity, period. So, we've laid out the pieces of the puzzle, but what does it all add up to? Let's talk about the real-world impact, that night and day difference that a great brief makes. I mean, look at this. This is the transformation right here. Without a brief, you're living in a world of guesswork and confusion, wasted time and money. But with a brief, you get clarity, you get focus, you get efficiency, and you get the one thing we're all fighting for: amazing results. Let's wrap this up. We've seen that a creative brief isn't just some boring administrative task, right? It's a strategic weapon. So the real question becomes, what are you going to build with it? There's this common myth out there that a creative brief is like a cage, that giving your creative team rules and guardrails is somehow going to stifle their genius or box them in. But the truth is the complete opposite. A great brief doesn't restrict creativity, it unleashes it. Think about it. It gives your team a clear problem to solve, a defined sandbox to plan, and that gives them the focus and the freedom to do their absolute best work. So, as we close this out, I want you to think about that next big idea you have. It's in there, I know it is, and it's waiting to come out. It has the potential to be truly brilliant. So my question for you is, what's its blueprint going to be?